The participants in this presentation are Sasha Morency, which is myself, and Vanessa Lau. We decided to do our presentation on the Aluminum Corporation of China Limited, also known as Chalco. The agenda for our presentation will include the industry profile, company background, company operations, major competitive strategies, the SWOT analysis, and the recommendations.
In 2011, the global revenue of the aluminum industry was $104.4 US. The industry outlook is predicted to be positive due to high demand for primary aluminum and aluminum fabricated products used in a large variety of industries, including but not limited to electronics, construction, automobile, and aerospace. Due to the highly competitive nature of this industry, price volatility is strong. In 2011, the average price per ton of primary aluminum was $2,645.50. When looking at the industry in geographical terms, the Asia-Pacific region dominates, producing more than half of the industry value in 2011. Here's a global map showing the volume of aluminum produced worldwide in the span of 1 year, from March 2013 to March 2014. China is clearly the industry leader, being the only aluminum producer in the tens of thousands of metric tons. North America and Eastern Central Europe are also industry leaders, but don't rival China in production capacity. The market is forecast to grow to $135.6 billion by 2016. The industry aluminum volume production is also predicted to increase to 46.9 million tons by 2016, with a compound annual growth rate of 4.4% in a 5-year span. In 2007, China was measured to have contributed to 77.5% of the aluminum production in the Asia-Pacific region. Of all the Chinese aluminum enterprises, Aluminum Corporation of China Limited, referred to as Chalco from here on, was the leading producer, generating 22.3% of the total market volume in 2007. Chalco was established in 2001 and is headquartered in Beijing. The firm operates subsidiaries that play large roles in the various stages of production of aluminum and aluminum-related products. Chalco's subsidiaries include 4 bauxite mines, 6 aluminum refineries, 13 aluminum smelters, 2 aluminum production plants, 1 fabrication plant, 1 carbon production plant, and 1 research facility. Chalco's primary product is the aluminum ingot, which is pure aluminum in the form of a 20-kilogram bar, used for general aluminum fabrication in the construction, power generation, automobile, packaging, machinery, and durable goods industries. As of December 2013, the majority of Chalco is owned by the Aluminum Corporation of China, a state-owned enterprise. The corporation directly holds 38.6% of equity interest, and combined with its subsidiaries has a total equity interest of 41.5% in Chalco. Chalco's operations are divided into 4 major segments. The alumina segment includes the mining and purchasing of bauxite and other raw materials, as well as the production and sale of alumina, as well as alumina-related products, such as alumina hydride.
One of the major threats to Chalco is the lack of raw materials to produce aluminum. Chalco must currently rely on importing and compete for resources, which may be causing damage to their international relationships. Another threat to the company is the increase in environmental sustainability standards. China is one of the world's leaders in aluminum production, and the rapid growth of aluminum production is causing Chalco to utilize more electricity, which is becoming scarce in China. The Chinese government is actually cracking down on companies like Chalco by increasing the cost of electricity to deter the company from using so much energy resources. Lastly, substitute metals and rival companies pose threats to Chalco. Aluminum is often preferred due to its properties, but there are substitute materials available that are starting to become more competitive and will continue to compete if the price of aluminum increases with the lack of raw materials. Chalco started off as a very strong company but is beginning to face hardships financially due to the competitive future. The reduction in global resources is resulting in an increase in competition for raw materials. Rival companies and substitute products pose a threat to the company. The extensive vertical integration of supply chain is beneficial to the company, and the company is still holding a strong market position as a result. It is imperative that the financial struggles that Chalco is facing are addressed. Chalco needs to assess new project strategies and determine what the company can actually afford. Lastly, environmental changes pose a threat to the company, and emphasis should be placed on reducing the company's carbon footprint as well as recognize the threat of substitute materials. One of Chalco's major weaknesses is current financial standing. To compensate for lack of productiveness in aluminum mining, Chalco is investing in new projects to search for new locations for resources. These new projects are costing Chalco more than the company is bringing in. Another weakness of the company is importing of raw materials from abroad. Chalco receives a large portion of its raw materials from Africa and Australia. Australian miners are currently becoming frustrated with the companies like Chalco because it is becoming too difficult to compete and many domestic businesses are falling too far behind. It won't be long before further restrictions are placed on the mining of aluminum in Australia, which will cause Chalco to look for more resources elsewhere. Lastly, the overproduction of this product is resulting in a decrease in the costs of the semi-finished and finished products relating to aluminum. This graph represents the financial dip that Chalco took in the years 2011 and 2012 due to the costs of new mining projects in search for more aluminum resources. This chart shows the decrease in cash flow accompanied by the expenses increased due to debt.
With its global leadership and strong marketing positions, Chalco has a lot of potential in engaging in further globalization via additional ventures, such as building additional research facilities or entering new markets through acquisitions and joint ventures. Chalco can further vertically integrate its value chain with forward integration by acquiring other firms that rely heavily on aluminum products, such as those in the construction, electronics, automobile, and aircraft industries. Chalco also engages in standardization of their products in the global market. As building materials for other products, aluminum and its related products can be easily sold under universal specifications. Standardization allows for cost reduction and greater ease to produce economies of scale, reducing earnings volatility, improved planning and quality control, as well as the ability to provide a consistent image and build a global brand. The company's greatest strength is its size. Vertical integration of its value chain and having substantial support from the Chinese government provides Chalco with a strong political and economic power in the global market. Being such a large company also indicates that it has an extensive production network that allows the company to meet production and sales needs with ease. In fiscal year 2012, the firm produced 4.2 million tons of primary aluminum, with the average utilization rate of its smelters at 98.7%. Chalco also has great bargaining power due to its strong market position. Chalco implements vertical integration of the value chain by owning multiple phases of their supply chain with a focus on backward integration of inputs and raw materials. Vertical integration allows for greater control and access to inputs and reduces costs of purchasing and transporting materials. Chalco controls their products from the stages of mining, refining, smeltering, and primary production. The finalized products of alumina, aluminum, and aluminum fabrication products are often sold to other subsidiaries owned by its parent corporation. This reduces storage, transportation, and other middleman costs. Alumina-based chemical products, and gallium. Alumina chemical products are used in the production of chemical, pharmaceutical, ceramic, and construction materials. Primary aluminum refers to the production of aluminum by mining bauxite, the ore from which alumina comes from, and refining it down to the single element of alumina through the process of electrolysis. The primary aluminum segment includes the production and sale of primary aluminum and aluminum-related products, such as carbon products. The aluminum fabrication segment includes the production and sale of aluminum fabrication products, such as casts, planks, strips, screens, extrusions, ingots, and profiles, which are used in a variety of industries. The trading segment includes sales of alumina, primary aluminum, aluminum fabrication products, and other non-ferrous material products, as well as coal products and raw and ancillary materials in bulk, which are both manufactured by the company and sourced from external suppliers domestically and abroad.
One recommendation for the company is to work on reducing their carbon footprint in hopes to improve brand image. It is also important for Chalco to improve international relations and reassess plans with other nations in order to increase acquisition and merges. Chalco must improve its financial situation by reassessing plans to ensure profitability. And lastly, the company needs to slow down mega production so the company is not overproducing product.
And this concludes our presentation. Once again, I'm Vanessa Lau.
And I'm Sasha Morency. Thank you!